I just have to share this. I really care and love y'all. But I need to share this with you because so many of you are saying I should teach YouTube. Somebody left a comment and said I should teach a banner, teach how to make banners. I don't even use thumbnails. Teach how to do this, teach how to do that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not gonna be somebody who's gonna take all your money. I'm gonna tell you some things that other people won't tell you. I'm gonna be straight honest with you because I don't think you've ever heard it like this before. I'm gonna say it in the nicest way possible, in a way where it's not rude or mean, because I want y'all to know that I really, truly, absolutely love and care for y'all. I want you to win. I don't want you to be taken. A lot of y'all have invested so much money, thousands of dollars, on how to learn YouTube, when at the end of the day, yes, you've done a great thing by investing in yourself, but I want you to understand that a lot of the reasons you are investing so much money into so many things and you have not even started yet is because you are afraid. You have so many degrees. You're top of your class. You graduate with honors. But when it comes to social media, you make this thing so hard. The same way you applied yourself in college and in school and in the classroom is the same way you apply yourself to learning social media. And you don't even have to pay anybody because guess what? You are on a platform called YouTube. All you gotta do is go to the search engine and type in, how do I get started? How do I create a thumbnail? How do I edit? You are on the university, but some of you don't really believe in things unless you're spending your money on it, and that is great. You invest your money and you grow. But you are on a platform where you don't have to spend thousands of dollars. It's right here in your face. Search, how do I do this? Boom, it comes up. But if you're not spending your money, you don't feel like it's valuable enough. I love you. I want you to understand that, yes, I'm gonna tell you things on what you can do, but you are on a platform called YouTube where there's a search engine and you can search for whatever it is you want to learn. How do I edit videos? There's a step-by-step. People have taken their time and given away so much free stuff, but you want to spend your money on it. Don't do that.
Well, that video didn't age well because DoorDash is now selling courses. She recently released a new course. It's a course about video editing that she's selling for $27.
Do y'all see these fingernail prints in my head? You see that? They have been in my head for the past hour because I have literally been working all day on something that I know you'll be excited about. So many of you have asked about it, and it's done. So, with that said, I have created another amazing course. I am going to go through the app that I use to edit my videos. I am going to tell you why my phone is so clear. I have an iPhone 10 and it is super clear. I'm going to tell you exactly how your phone can be clear. You don't need to buy another phone. You can keep that iPhone 10, you can keep that iPhone 7. But there is a way that you can go in and make your videos and your photos super crisp. And I'm going to go over how I edit my videos in the app that I use to edit my videos. Let me tell y'all, do you see those fingernail prints? That's literally how I literally been sitting here for the past 8 hours editing this course to make sure that it not only is going to be amazing, but that you understand what I'm saying and what I'm teaching. So if you are just one of those people you are so lost with your editing, you do not know where to start, this app is amazing. I love editing on my cell phone because my cell phone is with me everywhere I go. So I can edit on the plane, I can edit waiting for the plane, I can edit at the doctor's office, I can edit in my car sitting and waiting somewhere. I don't have to have my laptop with me everywhere I go because it's just too much. I have my phone with me everywhere I go. So this is gonna be so super amazing. I am excited because it's fun, it's thorough, it's gonna help you with the tips and the tricks and all the things you can do with editing to make it fun and exciting. And I am just excited. I'm trying to think, what more can I tell you? Like, I had so much that I was gonna tell you, But all I can say is if you are confused with editing, maybe you're over 50 and you are just so confused, you don't know where to start with your editing, this will hopefully get you started, and it's going to be fun. Editing is fun. I've always loved editing. It is $27. It's 40 minutes of teaching, but it is so worth it. If you just ever wanted to support me in any way, this would be a great way to support me.
I purchased the course for research purposes, and I could confidently advise you, save your $27. It's not worth the investment. I recommend the same for her other course, the YouTube Blueprint. I will cover that course in another video. What I'm going to do in this video is go over some aspects of the course and provide you with some free alternatives. Then I will address the elephant in the room, which is this phantom AdSense account that seems to have 9 lives. Looking at the product details page, it states, no need to purchase a new cell phone or buy that expensive editing software. In this course, I teach the quick and easy steps to fun, fast editing. The description is very vague. One would hope at least it would tell you which editing software is being used. When you purchase the course, you are directed to a 40-minute unlisted video where DoDash goes over how she edited a portion of this video that's currently on her channel. The first thing she tells you to do is change some settings on your phone, because by changing these settings, it will change your life. You will get clear video and clear pictures. The setting she's referring to is the video recording resolution and frame rate settings. She recommends that you select 4K at 60 frames per second. She does not give any explanation on why you should select this option. It's kind of interesting that she selects this option given the type of videos she makes, which are mostly talking head videos. I think a better option would be 4K at 24 frames per second or even 30 frames per second. You get the benefit of 4K with a smaller file size, meaning it will take up less space on your phone. This could be advantageous for people using their phone as their primary editing device, especially if you are just creating talking head videos. Also, that step is specific to an Apple device. There was no information in the course detail that indicated that this was for Apple users only. So if an Android user purchases this course, what is the recommendation for this step? What about lighting? Because lighting is an extremely important factor for achieving high quality videos. However, DoDash did not mention this. After that, she goes into the editing. She opened the application she uses, which is an app called Vlo. She talked about some of the features of the app, such as picture-in-picture, the option to blur things out. She also mentioned that the app has copyright-free music. Then she proceeds to edit the video. But here is the issue, which she does not cover until the 39-minute and 30-second mark of the 40-minute video, which is that she's using the paid version of the app. So if you try to use some of the features she mentioned, such as the blur, you will get this Chrome icon. Same for the picture-in-picture feature. And if you try to export the video with any of those features on the timeline, you get a message that you need to upgrade to the paid version of the software. And if you just use the free features of the app, when you go to export the video, you will be forced to watch a 30-second ad. I think this is something she should have made clear in the course description. She could have also mentioned this in the video she made announcing the course. This way, a prospective buyer could make an informed decision if they want to purchase this course, because on top of the initial $27, they will also need to pay for an app. To be fair, most free editing software offers a paid version, which gives you access to additional features. The issue isn't having to pay for software, is that DoDash doesn't disclose this requirement up front. Instead, you only discover this after purchasing the course. Seems somewhat misleading if you ask me. By the way, DoDash never covered how to export the video once you are done editing. One would think that this is a fundamental part of an editing course. She also spoke about Epidemic Song, which is a subscription-based platform where content creators can find royalty-free music and sound effects. She mentioned that if you don't pay your bill, you will receive copyright strikes. This statement is incorrect. Epidemic Song addresses this specific question on their website. What happens after I cancel my subscription? All videos, podcast episodes, and/or any other types of content that have been published during an active subscription will stay cleared to monetize forever. However, if you use Epidemic Song music in videos published after you have ended your subscription, Epidemic Song will monetize them. So any videos you upload during your active subscription period that contains audio from Epidemic Song will be okay even after you cancel your subscription. However, if you upload a video after you cancel your subscription and the video contains audio you obtain from Epidemic Song during your subscription period, they will Content ID claim the video and take any AdSense earning that the video generates. One of the things she also talked about is where to get copyright-free music from popular artists. She now seems to be using this as a selling point for this course.
The music I use, I tell you where I get that from. A lot of people don't know about this, where I get my music from. So I tell you where you can get music from, copyright free, by songs like Chris Brown, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, SZA, Her, songs that are copywritten free. like I'm like, should I be saying something about it? I don't know. No, it's copywritten free. It's just one of those things where you kind of want to keep a secret, because you don't want everybody knowing about it. So I'm like, But I put it in the course.
The place she's referring to is this YouTube channel. This recommendation should have come with a disclaimer. Use at your own risk. Because by using these songs, you are taking a risk. People seem to be using the songs from this channel with no problem. However, there are people that have reported that they have received strikes. Understand this, just because you upload a video and during the upload process, the Content ID system doesn't catch it, doesn't mean you are in the clear. It's not uncommon to receive a strike months or even years after a video has been uploaded. This is really bad advice, especially when you are giving, let me correct that, selling information to people who are unfamiliar with how YouTube works. Okay, so back to the editing. This Flow software that DoorDash is recommending seems to be outdated in terms of people using it and talking about it. And this could be because there are better alternatives. One of those alternatives is CapCut. Here are 2 free videos that will help you to learn to edit with CapCut. This one will help with the mobile app, and this one will help with the desktop version of the application. I will put links to those videos in the description. Now let's talk about this phantom AdSense account. I have been part of the AdSense program since before Google offered payments via EFT. And I can tell you that something is off about what she's saying. Dash introduced the video editing course in a video she made titled, "My AdSense account has been deactivated." But before we get into what she said in that video about this AdSense account, let's go back to a video she did about a month ago talking about the same AdSense account, titled, "At Risk of Deactivation." In that video, she mentioned getting an email from Google stating that her AdSense account would be deleted in 30 days.
Off the curb into the street, the walkway, to walk another lap around the park. And as I step onto the street, I get this message on my phone. And I've been getting a lot of people saying, you better be careful. You never know what could happen. And a lot of you told me to create a digital product or create a product. And when I saw this message, immediately I felt a jolt. I felt, not a jolt, but I felt, oh my God, I'm so grateful that I was able to do this, but I don't want to lose my AdSense, And I saw this message come through, your AdSense account will be deactivated. And my heart drops, my heart sinks. And immediately I get that anxiety that I got when I was doing food delivery and not knowing if I was going to make enough for the day. And I just felt that anxiety of, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, like I'm going to have to go back to doing food delivery. And I'm like, it's fine. I'll do what I have to do. I'm going to lose my AdSense. And I just thought about just, how your life rushes. How in movies your life rushes, and you see everything flashing before you, all the things that you had to do, all the things that happened in your life, and all of that just flooded my brain. And I'm like, I'm back to what I was doing. I can no longer rely on AdSense. And And I'm just like, I'm so grateful that I created this product. And I'm so grateful that I have the subscribers I have. You know, I may lose AdSense, but I still have my YouTube. And I was just, so I rushed to my car and I'm like, the cops probably think I'm running because I saw them. And now they're like thinking that I've done something. And because I'm running to my car because my reception wouldn't pull up the email. I was in a bad reception area, so the email wouldn't come up, and I'm sitting there waiting for the email to come up. You know, it's spinning, and I'm not able to see the email, and I'm trying to get into a good reception spot. So I run to my car because I was gonna do like a couple more laps, a couple more miles, and I just go to my car because my car was literally right there when I got the email. And I get in my car and I crank my car up, and then I still can't see the email. The email still isn't coming up, so I get in my car, crank it up, and then I drive away from that spot so I can get to a better reception spot. Then I finally get to a better reception spot, and I'm just all of a sudden my anxiety is like I'm breathing hard. I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna lose my AdSense, and I'm just devastated, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I'm like waiting for the email to finally come up, and I'm driving into trying to get to a better spot, and then I'm just looking at people. I'm just like waiting, you know, and I'm like, man, what am I gonna do? And I finally get to a spot. I'm literally right in the middle of the parking lot, and I just stop there and I wait for the email to come up, and the email comes up and it says your AdSense account will be deactivated. And I'm just like, what did I do? What did I do? And so the email fully comes up, and then I see that it says your AdSense account will be deactivated in 30 days.
Now let's look at the reasons listed on the Google site for why an AdSense account will be deactivated. Your AdSense account may have been deactivated if you haven't finished setting it up, or if it has not received any ad activity or earnings for 6 months. Incomplete setup. AdSense for YouTube accounts are deactivated when the steps to set up your account and link it to your YouTube channel are not completed. If you haven't finished setting up your AdSense for YouTube account for a certain period of time, we will start to notify you. After 5 months of incomplete account setup, you will receive an email from AdSense for YouTube to inform you that your account will be deactivated unless you complete the setup outlined in this Help Center article. After 5 months of inactivity, you'll receive an email from AdSense for YouTube to let you know that your account will be deactivated unless it has ad activity or earnings. It clearly states that you will get this notification after 5 months of not completing the setup or after 5 months of no activity on the account. So did DoorDash create this AdSense account 5 months ago? Now let's go back to her video. She also said that she finished setting up the account and everything was good.
So I go in and I'm like, okay, what is going on? And then I read, you cannot have 2 AdSense accounts. And then I realized when I monetized this DoorDash account, I didn't use the AdSense account that I set up for DoorDash, which I just created this account when I got monetized. And when I went to use an AdSense account, I didn't use this AdSense account. I used the other AdSense account for the other channel. And I said, oh, because I looked at the pub numbers and they're different. I used the pub numbers for the other account. I'm like, oh, so this DoorDash AdSense account I created isn't even the account I'm using. So I look, I'm like, okay, but still, why are they going to deactivate it? And then I see I didn't finish setting up the account. So they deactivate your AdSense account if there's still information that needs to be set up. So I go in and I'm like, okay, what didn't I do? Because I don't want it to be deactivated, but I found out you cannot have 2 AdSense accounts. You cannot use 2 different AdSense accounts. Whenever you set up your YouTube and you get monetized, you can only use 1 AdSense account. And if you already have an AdSense account that you've been using for another YouTube channel, you have to use that AdSense account for all of your YouTube channels. You cannot have 2 different AdSense accounts. Well, I can still have it. I just need to finish setting it up. So I had to go in and set up my payment information for that AdSense account. And I had to go in and that's it. That's all I had to do. So I did that and we're good. But I cannot use 2 different AdSense accounts. And if I have 2 AdSense accounts, they both have to be completely set up correctly to be active. So that AdSense account is there if I want to use it, and it's not going to be deactivated in 30 days because I finished setting it up.
So if we go based on her own word that she completed the setup process for that AdSense account, that would mean that the account is no longer at risk for being deactivated. But here is the thing. How did she activate the account? How did she complete the setup? When you create your AdSense account and log in, you are presented with this screen, which means you have not completed the setup. When they send you that email stating that your account will be deactivated in 30 days because your account setup is not completed, it's because this information here has not been completed. Once you have completed this information, your account is still not yet set up. It's then submitted to Google for review. One of the things they will check is to see if you have multiple accounts. I know this because I have been through this process before. If they find multiple accounts, they will send you the following email telling you that they found multiple accounts and provide you with information on how to proceed. You cannot have multiple accounts, but there's a caveat. They will let you create an additional account if it's for a business entity. So when you go to submit the payment information, you would select business from the drop-down and enter the information for the business. Then you have to submit the information for Google to review. So was DoorDash able to get a second account set up by setting it up under a business? I don't think so because of a screenshot she showed in the video. DoorDash is a very good storyteller. However, once you stop romanticizing the story she's telling and actually listen to what she's saying, you will start to find inconsistencies and flaws in her stories. In that same video, she said she went in to find out what was going on, and she showed a screenshot.
So I go in and I'm like, okay, what is going on? And then I read, you cannot have two AdSense accounts.
Here's the issue. The screenshot she showed is from a message you are redirected to from within your AdSense account. Only after you enter your payment information and submit your account for review, and Google finds that you have multiple accounts. Again, I know this because I have been through the process. Remember that email I showed you earlier? Even though I was not able to complete the setup because I already had another account, I am still able to log into that AdSense account. When I log in, I get this message, and if I click the policy link, it takes me to the same message that DoorDash showed in her video. So when DoorDash said the reason she got the email that her account was going to be deactivated was because she didn't complete the setup and that she didn't enter her payment information, she was not being truthful. Because the only time you will be redirected to that message from within your AdSense account is if Google reviewed your submission and found that you have multiple accounts. And in order to submit your account for review, you first have to complete the setup information. Also, if you look at the screenshot she showed, Google tells her what has to be done to correct the problem, which is to close the other account, then resubmit. Based on what she stated in the video, she has both accounts and she completed the setup for the account that was going to be deactivated. So how did she complete the setup if Google clearly states that the account has to be closed? Let's go to the video that she made 4 days later, titled, "Deleted my AdSense account. It's over." In this video, she mentions some of the things she said in the other video. However, this time she mentioned that she deleted the AdSense account.
Y'all, I got the scare of my life. I made a video about it. It's called Deactivated. No, wait, what is the video called? Oh my gosh, the video is called At Risk of Deactivation. So, okay, I deleted the AdSense account, okay?
But a few minutes later in that same video, she says they are going to delete it anyway, so she is going to delete it.
When I created this YouTube DoorDash, I thought, well, no, when I got monetized. When I got monetized, which was not too long ago, I said, you know what? Let me create an AdSense account. But I had already had an AdSense account. And I was like, oh, but I didn't know. I just thought I had to have one for this one. Then I come to find out you have to have one, you can only have one AdSense account. So the AdSense account for DoorDash is being deleted because they're going to delete it anyway.
I am confused. Didn't she just say she deleted the account? Let's clarify something. When an AdSense account is deactivated, that does not mean the account is deleted. To delete an AdSense account, you have to log into your AdSense account, go into settings, account information, and click close account. Once the account is closed, Google will send you an email that looks like this. When an account is closed, you will not get an email stating that your account has been deactivated because they are not the same thing. Now let's go to the most recent video where DoorDash spoke about this account. She mentions getting an email from Google stating that her AdSense account was deleted.
Let's talk about this deactivation. I'm sitting here minding my own business, and I get an email on my phone. Your AdSense account has been deactivated. I'm just like, if y'all don't leave me alone, why you keep messing with me? Why you trying to tear me down? Why you trying to break me down? So I go to the email and I look, I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Again. Your AdSense account has been deactivated. So I immediately go to YouTube Studio. And I look at YouTube Studio and I'm like, okay, I'm still monetized. What's going on? So I go back to the Google email and I read it. Your account has been deactivated. And then I see these numbers, these PUB numbers. And so I look and I'm like, oh yeah, I do have another AdSense account. So I log into AdSense and I see that the AdSense account that I'm actually monetized on is not deactivated. So I'm like, thank you, Jesus. But I'm like, what is going on? And then I remember, 30 days ago, they told me that my account is going to be at risk of deactivation. And I'm like, okay. So they deleted it yesterday. And I was like, I was scared because I was just like, oh my gosh, no longer being I've only been monetized for 3 months. And I'm like, So everything's fine.
So the explanation she gave for getting this email is that Google told her 30 days ago that her account was at risk for being deactivated. And this email she got is because they deleted the account yesterday. Interesting, because she said a month ago after she got the first email that her account would be deactivated because she did not complete the setup. She completed the setup and she was good. Then in the second video she made about this account, she said she deleted it or was going to delete it. Now she's saying the reason she got the recent email from Google is because YouTube deleted the account the day before. As I mentioned before, deleting an account and deactivating an account are not the same things. Therefore, if Google deleted the AdSense account, she would not have gotten an email that the account has been deactivated. She would have gotten the account cancellation email. So what is going on here? Here are my thoughts. A, she could be telling the truth and just confuse the order of events. B, she's lying. C, at some point, she might have created a second AdSense account in anticipation of getting this channel monetized. She did not complete the setup and was notified. When she completed the setup and submitted it for review, she was advised that she had multiple accounts. It was not a recent event. However, she's presenting it as such to get views. Since the videos about this AdSense account did good view-wise, she made a third video about this AdSense account to draw viewers in so she can then promote her course. Or D, it could be something else. You tell me. I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section.